G'day everybody. Over the next few months I hope to be recording quite a few little clips to discuss some of the things that are really worrying me. One that just has to be mentioned straight up is the current attitude of national parks. Okay, I've just come back from Cape York. In Cape York you've got Lakefield National Park, which is 5,370 odd square kilometres big. That is roughly 130 something thousand acres, a massive area of land. And the rangers shut down the tracks over the wet season, as they usually do, because they were degraded and because, you know, it was hard to get in and out. You'd be okay in your four-wheel drive, but you're going to chew it up a fair bit. So they shut them down, you know, and said that's it. And then they went and erected a great big concrete and steel barrier on the main entrance, just not too far out of Musgrave Station, all to keep people out. Now the funny thing was that a whole lot of trail bike riders and other people, by this stage, a few months later, are shooting through Lakefield and they're coming out with reports that everything's fine. Everything's just the way it should be. It's normal. We're not supposed to be there, but it's normal. What are they on about? And so the gate still stood. Now, someone got so upset by that, so upset, that they went and committed an act of vandalism, which I do not recommend to anybody, and that was they backed something huge up and ripped the gates out because they were just sick of this attitude of we're shutting it off because we reckon we can. Now, look at the reality of this situation. You know, the local attitude is that it's just sheer laziness on behalf of the rangers. I don't know if it's that or whether it's this whole attitude of wilderness means no people. But the fact is that if you added up all the track area, the absolute track area in Lakefield National Park, it comes up at something like 0.04% of the entire land area. Now that, even if you allow for people going off the track a little bit, doing a bit of camping, is nothing in the huge scheme of things. In terms of Mother Nature, it's so little it's not funny, and yet they still shut it off. Why do they insist on doing things like that? It's annoying, it's downright un-Australian, to be honest, and I can't think of any other reason other than this: we must protect the wilderness and keep people out. That is, of course, completely wrong. It's not what national parks are about, it's not what they should be for. It's almost obscene, to be honest, but I've found that this it's out of order thing seems to be increasing right across the gamut. People are always telling me stories. On the way back, I dropped in to check out a couple of them. One of them was as simple as the one and only toilet block in a nice little boat ramp potential camping area, apart from the no camping signs, and it had a little toilet facility, just a one-drop toilet. Now, I don't know why, but that toilet's been out of order for 9 months. Does it really take that long to fix a toilet? Okay, so if I'm a university educated ranger, maybe I don't see it as my job to go and clean up the mess after disgusting people, or replace a toilet seat, or put another toilet roll holder on, or fix the door, or whatever the problem is. But you know what the result is? It renders that little part of Australia unhappy for human habitation. The other side of it is that people are pooing all through the bush and leaving their little toilet tickets. The fact is that our rangers are not paid to keep us out of parks. They should be paid to encourage us to come in. They should be in there fixing the facilities, updating the facilities, making the facilities better, encouraging people to come in. They're always using excuses like lack of funding. Well, we all know where the funds go, don't we? They're using excuses like this all the time to keep us out of what is really our heritage. Our tax money paid for these huge amounts of land to be set aside, and yet all of a sudden we're told we can't use them. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy at all, and I'm going to be making a big fuss about it. Righto guys, well if you've got some instances of this, I'd love to hear about them. Please include them in your comments after you've seen this film clip. And if you think I've got it wrong, let me know, okay? But I'm hearing this from all over the place. It's not a good thing.